Okay, it is 7:21. First of all, I want to apologize to everybody for being late. We have a very good record of starting all the meetings right on time, but tonight we had some issues that we had to clarify and we had to have discussion on. So I apologize for that, but it was very important that we continue that discussion. The board met in closed session this evening at 6 p.m. with the purpose of discussing matters that fall into the following categories that are exceptions to the Illinois Open Meetings Act. Personnel matters, exception C1, negotiations, exception C2, legal matters, exception C11, closed session minutes, exception C21. We actually only end up discussing matters that fell under exception C1, which was specific, personnel matters, specific personal appointment, employment, compensation, performance, and dismissals, and the closed session minutes, C21, review of closed session minutes. At this time, I would like to ask for a motion to go into open session.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lensing, second by Mr. Riddle. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Ms. Fabian?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah? Ms. Lensing? Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Ms. Ramirez? Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
President Rodriguez?
Yes, motion carries. We are now in open session. Y'all please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Next item, opportunity for public comment. Okay, we have one name on the list. When I call your name, please come up to the podium, state your full name, and you will have 3 minutes to address the board. Phil Maione, is this Phil Maione?
No, Ray.
I won't need this.
Okay.
Phil Maione. This was the 32 last year in board employee. I have 8 days.
Oh,
Also,
Sad
visits
day.
will be as a community. I live in town and my wife to get done. I'm going to reserve a lot of the comments that I formulated, particularly over the last year, about changes that occurred over my 32 years, 10, mostly because I don't want to ruin retirement.
We'll see that.
But after that, I do have much that I would like to share about my thoughts, what has happened in subsequent years that I have been here. So I would like to leave you with one thought, Edmentum. If you're not familiar, get familiar.
What do you say?
Edmentum.
okay, thank you. Next item, item 7, purchases and contracts. We have none. Item 8, personnel matter.
It is, give me one moment, please. It is recommended that the Board of Education accept the administration's recommendations to approve the appointments, retirements, and terminations as found on schedules F1002, L949, G660, T317, with the exception of the first and fourth names on the administration resignation schedule L949 and the terminations certified staff schedule T317, all names.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Mr. Riddle. Second by Ms. Hannah. Any discussion on the motion?
We have a lot of resignations, and we have some retirement, and I'll say no surprise, but I'll say that we're losing teachers. Unfortunately, the ones that are resigning are are teachers that kind of have to resign, but hopefully we will be on track by the next school.
Thank you, Ms. Hannah. Any other comments? Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Fabian?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Ms. Lensing?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Ms. Ramirez?
Yes.
Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
President Rodriguez?
Yes, motion carries. Item 9, financial reports.
It is the recommendation of the administration that the Board of Education ratify the first May 2026 of board bills, merit check request payments, and Old National Bank insurance payments for the period of April 22nd, 2026 through May 5th, 2026. The accounts payable board payments for the period of April 22nd, 2026 through May 5th, 2026 total $1,552,082.08. The merit check request payments for the period of April 22nd, 2026 through May 5th, 2026 total $823,423.62. The Old National Bank insurance payments for the period of April 22nd, 2026 through May 5th, 2026 total $32,143.32.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Mr. Riddle,
Second.
second by Ms. Fabian. Any discussion on that motion? Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Fabian?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah? Ms. Lensing?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Ms. Ramirez?
Yes.
Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
President Rodriguez?
Yes, motion carries. Item 10, student discipline matters. I see none. Item 11, board member time. Ms. Fabian.
Did you want me to do new?
Sorry?
Do you want me to talk about the new, like, the head nod for the conference? Okay, so I did send out to all the board members. I know Ms. Hannah responded. I didn't see anybody else respond. I sent out different conferences. There was one that was sent to me really late, School Board for Academic Excellence. And if you saw the program, it was specifically targeted for school boards, and everything that was in there was all about board governance. I think we've been doing a great job at getting more cohesive and timely. Today is not a good example. However, I think we've been doing better, but we can only improve. So this one is June 24th to 26th, which means we wouldn't have a lot of time to prepare unless we got a head nod that we could go ahead and start making preparations for this conference. Again, I only know Ms. Hannah responded. I don't know if anybody else was interested. I did send out the agenda. It is $99 to register, and it's in Charleston, South Carolina.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to go. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh,
Is
okay. So we have two. Ms. Bride.
I unfortunately have conflicts with that date. Yeah.
So this will be on the agenda,
for
the
next.
next meeting to approve this.
Yes, but if we could just get a head nod so that we don't
Yeah.
miss out on registration.
Can you confirm the dates for me again?
June 24th to 26th, and it is in your inbox currently, so you can take a look at the agenda. All the topics
Tentatively, yeah.
are really great.
Tentatively. Yes.
Yeah, so if we could just add it to the next board meeting.
Yes, can,
Go ahead. Okay, well, we
Yeah,
already,
like-
we are going to have to bring this up to the next meeting, but can we get a head nod from the board as to approving this conference? Okay? Everybody?
No, not me.
No,
Do you
no, we're
agree
just
that
approving-
others
that
can
others
go?
can
Just a head nod to approve.
Yeah.
I just think we've got a lot of things to think about. I'm not sure on that, Board President, because I think the board needs to really think about what we're going to do this next year because of finance.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
I think the one conference we really need to go to is Triple I. And so, no, I think I'll vote no on it, because I think we have to start taking some action, and I think the board needs to
fair.
be make some examples.
that's fair.
Okay, so we have 3 head nods,
You got 3 already.
4,
Yeah.
5 already.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So that speaks for itself.
okay. So this is not an official vote, but this just shows that the board is in support, and
I
we will
think
be
the
voting on it
agenda-
next.
Yeah, I think the agenda is well worth it. I would just advise board members to be conscientious if they're going on this development, that
Yeah.
they take that into consideration as they look at future development opportunities.
Yeah,
Thank you.
correct.
And I apologize, Ms. Fabian, I was going to give you special time to do
Yeah,
that.
that's- I was like,
Not your board member time, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Slipped my mind.
And then just a reminder that graduation is March 15th, which is Friday. I'm excited.
May.
Or sorry, May 15th. You guys, it's been
Friday.
just a day. It's just been a day. I'll be there. Somebody will make sure I get there. But I do have a student graduating, so congratulations to all of the class of 2026. Just a reminder, though, about those 4 tickets. I understand we want to bring everybody along with us, but please be mindful, read the guidelines, no noisemakers, balloons, all of that, and make sure that you're there tomorrow for the practice. But again, congratulations to all those new Bulldogs.
Leave the rain at home, right?
Please.
Miss Lensing.
We survived the rain last year.
Barely.
I mean, okay.
It's an example.
I want to say happy belated Mother's Day to all of those moms out there and those mother figures. However you celebrate, I hope it was beautiful. For those lucky enough to have grandbabies in their life because they're also a mom, I'm a little jealous, but I don't need grandbabies yet. I just love those little cheeks. So happy belated Mother's Day. Hopefully you were showered with the love that you deserve. Also, I just want to shout out the summer programming that we have available, not just within the school district, but locally. So Walk Pack will have a summer production of Annie. So kids will be going to practice Monday through Thursday, and they'll have some performances at the end of June. So keep an eye out and get your tickets early so you don't miss it. Of course, Bravo Buddies is also extending. I know at the All-City Conference, or All-City band concert that I had attended, the kids did great. They always do great. But the teachers are still reinforcing that Bravo Buddies is an opportunity. It is a reasonable price considering the value of what you're getting out of the program. So it's 2 individual lessons a week and then Fun Fridays for anyone who's interested. Sometimes there's field trips, sometimes there's teamwork and parties involved for the kids just to enjoy. They'll have special guests. It's a great program, and I know from firsthand experience. Also, there's other local opportunities like STEM Girls. I know the Park District has a lot going on, so keep your kids active. We also have access to the Clever programming, so make sure your kids are reading every day. It's super important. Summer learning loss is a thing, so please try to keep your kids engaged academically in fun ways as much as you can. The library has great programming, so just look into what's out there to keep your kids busy. Or just let them go to the park and play. That's an option too. I'm really excited about the retirement dinner to celebrate the many, many staff members who have dedicated so much time and love into our district and into our kids. So I'm really excited to celebrate them. And that's it.
Thank you, Ms. Lensing. We're going to let our resident artist speak.
First off, hello everyone, and I just want to toot my own horn for a change, okay? And I made the front page. My artwork is being displayed at the Jack Benny Center, and on May 30th, I'm going to have a closing reception. So if you haven't gotten an opportunity to go between now and May 30th, on the 30th, you can come 11 to 1 at Jack Benny Center. If you don't know where that is, that's at inside Bowen Park in one of the houses down there. Other than that, I am scheduled to attend the Illinois Early Literacy Coalition Summit this summer. We're going to be in Springfield, and we're probably going to be working on more legislation for literacy, and that also includes legislation for dyslexic students, EL students, the whole gamut. And so I will be reporting back to you all after the summit. Other than that, you all have a wonderful rest of your week.
Thank you, Ms. Hannah. Mr. McBride.
Well, I am glad that school is out. Of course, you don't know, I work at Zion Benton High School, and I'm ready for the break.
Thank you, Mr. McBride. Mr. Riddle?
Yes. I would just encourage all of our board members to take a look at the Illinois School Board Journal for May and June. The editor, Teresa Gagan, of the Illinois School Board Journal, dedicated this whole month's or 2-month edition to AI and what school board members should know about AI. And rather humorously, she has her introductory column, this particular edition, written entirely by AI. So it's for school board members. She asks AI to write the column that she normally writes for school board members in a 500-word essay. And I'd say AI does a pretty good job talking about itself and what we should be concerned about as school board members. Anyway, there are some very good articles in here about AI in schools, and some of the dangers, some of the concerns, and some of the advantages. So it's a really good edition to look at, and especially read the first introductory article that's written by AI itself. So anyway, that's my encouragement. And yes, school is coming close to an end, and we encourage everybody to continue to run the race, do well in your exams, and enjoy the summer that's coming up soon. We believe summer's coming up, right? We're not too sure. The weather's going back and forth here. Pretty cold yesterday, but anyway, enjoy.
Thank you, Mr. Riddle. Mr. Mears?
I can't believe we're coming to the end of the 2026 school year. I don't know about anybody else, but it seemed to go really fast this school year. I'd like to give a big old thank you to our teachers, our staff, everyone. We know there's a lot of work that's done, right? I love the Back to My Roots parade videos. Those are always so awesome. I would like to see the return of the high school workshops that we did with alumni before. I would really like to see that. I think that encouragement is needed for all of our students. So I would love to see some of our recent college graduates come back and give the same type of just hope, right, that our elementary school students got as well. So I truly, truly love being those. I hope to be at graduation on Friday, God willing. If I'm not, I am always there with our students no matter what. But thank you for a great school year, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Mears. Okay, this is a busy week. Started off with our closed session meeting here. We have this regular micro meeting that we're just closing out in a minute or two. We still have the Operations Services meeting after that, and the Student Achievement meeting. Tomorrow night, we have budget workshop. Thursday night is the retirement dinner. Friday at noon is the large unit member district meeting, IASB, and I'll be participating in that. And then Friday evening is graduation. So it's a really busy week, a lot of stuff to do, a lot of excitement, but the year is coming to an end. With that, I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion adjourned by Mr. Riddle, second by Ms. Fabian. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 7:40. Coming up is the Operations Services Committee. Thank you, Jess.
The other baby was playing with my baby on stage.
Uniforms. We changed careers. We got all the numbers.
I love it here though.
They
screen.
It's weird.
Okay.
I'm
No, I
not
think
ready.
that's, no, that's not.
I will check it tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, are we ready?
There it is.
Okay,
That one. Okay, that,
I would like
thank you.
to call to order the Tuesday, May 12, 2026 Operational Services Committee meeting. Can we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Fabian? Ms. Lensing?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
Ms. Ramirez?
Yes.
And President Rodriguez?
Here, everyone is present. Next item is item 3, approval of the minutes of the April 14, 2026 OSC meeting. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Riddle,
Second.
second by Ms. Lensing. Any comments, corrections, changes to minutes? Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Fabian?
Yes.
Ms. Lensing?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
Ms. Ramirez?
Yes.
And President Rodriguez?
Yes, motion carries, minutes are approved. Next item on the agenda, discussion items. Mr. Moulton, floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, Superintendent, board members, staff, and committee members. We do have a light agenda for you this evening. Our first agenda item is our approval of non-union personnel compensation for next fiscal year. We've noted an estimated value of $840,000 for this 4% increase, which is standard and what has been done annually for multiple years. I also want to point the board's attention to the bottom of the agenda item. We did negotiate with the SEIU custodial maintenance as well as the food service employees that are district employees, a Me Too clause in their contract. So their Me Too clause ties their increase to the non-union personnel. Again, this is standard item. We've done this in years past. So we're noting the cost impact there for you as well. When we bring this forward to the board for action at the next board meeting, it will be the sum of the Me Too clause as well as the non-union personnel.
Thank you.
All right. Our next item is the Lewis Middle School main lobby restroom and locker room improvements. Again, we brought this before you previously. We just conducted a bid opening last Friday. The information is here for you. We were not prepared to ask you to vote on it this evening. We'll be asking you in 2 weeks, but because this will be a summer project, we do intend to move forward in anticipation of an approval on May 26th.
Can I ask you a question on that?
Yes.
Can you just refresh us when the construction is if you're planning to start that date, when's the completion date?
Sure. So we anticipate substantial completion for the restrooms around August 7th. In the locker rooms, it'll be dependent on when the lockers are delivered, but we're trying to target mid-August for that. We're trying to do as much as possible prior to students' arrival. There is some equipment that may be a little delayed, but restrooms, August 7th, locker rooms, probably about a week to week and a half after that.
Okay, and I believe sports start a little later, so the only impact, hopefully, if it is a little bit further into August, is just on gym or PE classes.
Correct.
Okay.
And again, this anticipates we are asking, even though we don't like to do this informally, notice of intent to proceed so that when school gets released, we can immediately start the work. But
Ms.
we'll be
Hannah,
bringing
then
this
Mr.
forward
McBride.
May 26th. Yes.
My question is, are we building in penalties for not completing on time?
Thank you for the question. So liquidated damages, what's that's referred to contractually, that's a standard contractual item for our AIA contracts, Ms. Hannah.
Okay. And all of the work will be guaranteed.
We did a scope review with Stuckey Construction, so yes. Guaranteed to meet our specifications as well as if you're referring to any penalties.
You all have already opened the bids and chose the construction.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
we did that last Friday.
Okay, very good. Okay, I'm good.
Hey, Mr. McBride.
You know, what I'd like to see, Mr. LeBaron, is when you're having projects like this, whoever the architect is, I'd like to see the before, not the after. And then you can't, and when you're doing the construction like this, whether it be your house or whatever, there's always what you can look at before it even been done. I like to see it, and I think sometimes it'd be good for the board to be able to see that. Is that possible? I know it
Foreman
is, but
Freddie.
I'm just saying, going forward, you know, when you,
Right.
we like to just see what the project gonna look like beforehand.
Pictures before and
Before,
after.
yeah.
Foreman Freddie,
Absolutely.
he wants Foreman Freddie back.
We will take photos before, during, and after.
Super.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Moulton.
All right.
I like that.
Our next agenda item, item B, approval of resolution of the board to authorize interfund loans from working cash is outlined in the school code.
Down there.
Down here. That's done-
Segue.
That's done every year, though.
No, I know,
Right.
but I think in conjunction with the conversation, we'll talk about
We'll
it.
talk, absolutely.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Next item is approval for the Leaders Developing Leaders Summit given through himself for Dr. Terrence Thomas to take place at the end of June.
I thought he was leaving.
Apologies.
All right. And we have, and we do
Yeah, I'm
have,
just saying.
You did the O.
Where's it located at, Mr. Marion?
Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland. And we have two financial reports for the board's review this evening. Treasurer's report as well as the student activity convenience account.
Thank you.
That concludes our agenda.
Okay, I would like to ask for a motion to adjourn the Operational Services Committee meeting.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Ramirez, second by Ms. Lensing. Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Fabian?
Yes.
Ms. Lensing?
Yes.
Ms. Hannah?
Yes.
Mr. McBride?
Yes.
Mr. Riddle?
Yes.
Ms. Ramirez?
Yes.
And President Rodriguez.
Yes, motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 7:48 PM. Okay, don't go away. We still have the student achievement meeting.
I didn't.
Dr. Cesario,
Yes, sir.
all yours.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You got to call it to order.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun here. All right, I would like to call to order the Tuesday, May 12th, 2026 Student Achievement Meeting. Can we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Ramirez,
Yes.
Mr. Riddle,
Yes.
Mr. McBride,
Yes.
Ms. Hannah,
Yes.
Ms. Lensing,
Yes.
Ms. Fabian.
Yes.
And me.
Rodriguez.
President Rodriguez.
Yes, here. We are all here.
I'm president spirit.
Okay, next item is the approval of the minutes of the April 14, 2026 Student Achievement Meeting.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Mr.
Second.
Riddle, second by Ms. Fabian. Any comments, questions, corrections on these minutes? Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Ramirez,
Yes.
Mr. Riddle,
Yes.
Mr. McBride,
Yes.
Ms. Hannah,
Yes.
Ms. Lensing,
Yes.
Ms. Fabian,
Yes.
President Rodriguez.
Yes, motion carries, minutes are approved. Okay, next item, discussion items, I see none. Item 5, information. Dr. Cesaro, now.
Yes. Good evening, Board President, Superintendent, members of the board, colleagues, community members. Thank you. There are several informational items. The first two are related to scholarships. The first being the Alan Larson Scholarship, and the second being the Lulu Ripberger Scholarships. Yes.
So the only thing I want to point out is just if we can ensure that we get students' personal emails, because we've had issues in the past where kids can't get their scholarship because they're not receiving the information. It's going to their school emails. So if we can just make sure that we get that. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Luosa is here, and so I'm sure he wrote down that note about the personal emails. Yes, Ms. Hannah.
The Lulu Ripberger Scholarship, that's been around for a while, right?
Yeah.
And has that, because I thought that that was for a different purpose other than scholarships. I thought that was to help, to assist, when there were like things that would happen to a student, such as the students' eyeglasses got broken, or the students needed a new coat, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to ask Mr. LaWosa about that because he would be very versed on that. And if that purpose of this scholarship has changed.
The mic just for the YouTube.
Hello? So Lula Ripburger's always been a scholarship. I think what you're thinking of is another student activity fund that we had years ago, but that has dried up, and we haven't had it in many years. I cannot remember the name of it, though.
Okay.
But I do remember what you're referring to.
Okay.
But
So,
Lula Ripburger has always been a scholarship
scholarship for students,
for college.
college. Okay.
$500 a year, renewable up for 4 years.
Could you, Superintendent, just requesting, could you direct them to bring forth that information? Because I would really like to see that. And at what point did that fund dry up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ms. Polk, you have that? Perfect. Thank you. We'll get that for the board. Ms. Hannah will send it in an email. Thank you.
And Ms.
Mr.
Hannah,
Riddle?
maybe I could just
Yeah.
say too, that the Lions Club probably is filling that gap, because we get students who break their glasses, report that to
Right.
one of the nurses, and then they send a request to the Lions Club, and we fill those. We
Right.
send those students to Walmart Eye Clinic. So
Okay.
It has
And
to
the
go through
codes go
the,
through FACE, so.
yes,
Right.
it has to go through the nurses.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Okay. The next item is the approval of the consolidated district plan. This is the plan that is really pre-planning for submissions for grants. Item D is the 95% RAP phonics curriculum. This is for our low incidence classrooms. So this would be a subscription to support those students.
Right.
Do we have a rough estimate of the number of students in the low incidence classrooms? Like, so how many are we impacting with this
How many use?
programming?
I'll have to ask Dr. Bublitz.
Yeah,
He's coming
Dr.
up right now.
Bublitz title.
I also want to inform the board
No,
that
didn't.
at our
Oh, that's
next
just-
board
yeah.
meeting, we will be presenting on the DL presentation, Ms. Hannah, that you requested.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that will be at our
It's not-
next
no,
board
that's
meeting.
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
If you don't know the number, Dr. Bublitz, if you
Oh.
don't
Yeah,
know the
so-
number, wait, Dr. B, can I, if, I don't, there was a few people talking, just so the Board of Education is aware, at our next meeting, we will be presenting on the diverse learner department in its entirety. And if you don't have that number, if you could incorporate that number in your presentation. However, if you have it now, please state it. I just want to make sure you're able to give an accurate number.
I don't have the exact number of how many low incidence students. It's probably around 200 to 250. When I get that wrong, forgive me, but it should be around there.
A range is fine.
So the difference is this is used to be in line with the curriculum that we use for Gen Ed. And so it's building a continuum for different curriculum. So some of our different level needs students may not use this particular curriculum. So it just depends on where they're at in their learning.
Yeah.
So not like all.
And this is going to be implemented school year 2027, 2028. Yep. Okay.
Thank you
So-
for planning ahead.
Next
Next year.
We start next year. We've already
26,
begun the
27,
process.
is there a typo?
Right, 26.
I'm just reading what it said, so it could be a typo.
Oh,
Okay. Team, can you please look at that?
Well,
and
we'll
get
look
that
at it and
credit?
make sure it's
Especially for
accurate
the vote,
board
absolutely.
vote. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Thank you
That's it.
for
Okay.
seeing that, Ms. Lundstein, even though I'm
Yeah.
not seeing that right now,
Perfect.
but thank you.
No.
Okay, we'll come back with that information for you. Thank you. Item E is the IB International Baccalaureate Middle Years Program. This is to provide a coach. Again, this is part of the preparation to continue to create that continuum we're looking for. And this person would actually start working on the MYP as well as the bridge to high school. But the next phase is really at Abbott Middle School, so that we would continue our primary year program up into the middle year program. I'm not sure whose question was
Ms.
first.
Riddle can go first.
Is this a switch from Edith Smith? We're going to.
It is, because
okay.
there was a transition of leadership at Edith
Okay.
Smith,
Yes.
and there was interest on the part of Ms. Carter.
Right.
And so, that requires a lot of principal support and buy-in, and she definitely is in support and very excited about this opportunity.
Right.
And very thankful to the Board of Education for entertaining this addition.
And I just want to confirm that this is going to be a new position created within the district, not a repurposed one, but a brand-new position.
Thank you. Yes, and that's part of the reason why we're bringing it to the board, because it is a new position and it needs to be approved. It is not a repurposed position. It is a new position, but again, we want to continue because we want to create the continuum, and it takes a couple years to go through the approval process.
And I just want to mention to the board, this is extremely important that we get a very good coach who's, like you said, fully buying in with this program and motivating and understanding. And that'll probably mean that we send this person to training as well. But yeah, this is great. I'm just glad that the district is moving forward with this, so that students that are in our current two primary schools will have the opportunity to continue with their IB going right through to high school.
Thanks, Mr. Riddle. We're really excited too.
Ms. Hannah.
My question is, why are we just doing one middle school? You all were supposed to be doing middle school redesign. And so if this is a part of the middle school redesign, or if it's not a part of the middle school redesign, why can't all of the middle school be a part of this? To give all of the students in middle school the equal footing.
So I think it's a great question that you're asking. And to answer the first question, it is not part of the middle school redesign. This is, again, we had Edith Smith. These were, when I started 7 years ago, we started reaching out and working with principals to see who was interested. And so we had principals at all levels. Things have changed. People have moved on. And just like I was asking or answering Mr. Riddle's question, he had mentioned about Smith, and we had a change in leadership there. And Fleur Carter, principal of Abbott, really expressed interest. And so it is open to other principals if they want it, but it is. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I want to just give context to this. So we're not trying to put IB in every school. We're creating programs for school choice, and so that parents can opt in if that's their choice for IB. When I interviewed with Waukegan over 10 years ago, one of the requests of the boards was to create pathways, and IB did come up. And so as a result, we created 2 IB schools. In order for those students that take IB, we were looking for a pathway in where they could continue their endeavors in IB. And at that time, we were, as Dr. Cesario presented that component, we were looking at Smith. However, it takes a lot of buy-in from principals and staff. And we feel that Abbott, under Ms. Carter's leadership, is ready for this, can get the buy-in and can support the program so that it's a successful program. That is not saying Smith can't do it. That is saying that we are putting our backing and our support first with Flora Carter at Abbott. And that will create a pathway into the high school.
Ms. Lindsay.
From my observation, I agree. I think Abbott is a good location, not just because of Miss Carter, who's great. Her assistant principal, Miss Evans, is great. I know several of the teachers. They're very energized about teaching our kids to the fullest. So I think it's a great location. I think for me, and it's just a bigger takeaway, is that when we have programs starting at younger ages, that there's a continued pipeline, right? So we have advanced programs at elementary and at middle. When you look at the Project Discovery, when you look at the Gifted Accelerated program, we took away CSP. So it's just when you start having those pieces at the younger years that we are having proactive conversations with middle school leadership to see who's going to carry that torch. Because I would hope that those currently in IB, so like at our Whittier location and Clark, that when we're looking at where they're going next, that they would qualify essentially first choice to go into Abbott, because that's the pipeline we're intending. The only concern that was raised with Mr. Riddle's comment was we would be providing training for our IB coach. That gives me pause, because it's like, it would be nice to have that as a requirement, that you come with some of those skill sets already.
Sure.
Where I feel if someone's coming in fresh, not that they can't do it, but it's going to be a heavier lift on the district.
Correct.
And it's going to slow the progress. And that's just facts on how that works. I'm not saying that our staff isn't capable if they don't have that background, but I'm hoping that that's a beautiful to have or a prerequisite so that it can help facilitate this transition so we can get it into our school more efficiently.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for. That would be, that would be ideal. I just want to go back to
not
the statement that I was making before. It was offered to all principals. We did look to see who would be willing to want to be a part of this. And that's where I was going with that statement, that it was an opportunity for those that were interested. And we have people who are very energetic and excited about it. And yes, it is, as the superintendent said, it's a pathway and it allows for choice. So that's an item that we have there. And if there are any other questions, otherwise I'll move on to the professional development, the Avid Summer Institute, which is item F, if there are questions about that.
Mr. Riddle.
Yes. I'm excited that we're sending 6 teachers to Avid because it is a great program. We've had it in our schools for a long time, and doing some more research on Avid, I see that it is continuing to be a program that has a terrific impact on students, especially students who are possibly looking at college. Also, it mentions in some of the research that students that are maybe first-time students going to college, or in their families, Avid helps them prepare. It helps them to do well with advanced placement classes as well. So I'm glad to see that we're sending 6 teachers to this Avid Institute. And also, I noted that our professional development for these Avid teachers has been overdue. There is a professional learning requirement for secondary certification for Avid teachers. And so the last time we did that was in 2022. So I am pleased that we are now getting those teachers certified again and moving that program and keeping that program and growing it in our schools, because it is a very effective program.
Thank you, Mr. Riddle.
Ms. Hannah.
I would really like us to think about renaming the Avid program to denote the person who started it here in our district. And that was Mr. Gutman.
Chuck.
Gutman.
Yes.
And I would like us to think about that, to maybe rename that in his honor.
We could, but AVID does stand for Advanced via Individual Determination Advancement.
Right,
It
and we
does-
still could use that.
Yes.
But in some way, to honor the man that
Really push that.
that brought it to us,
Yes, yes.
actually.
And you're very right, Miss Hannah. I remember going to watch his AVID students in the summer program he was
Absolutely.
running. He was totally supportive of that program, and the students themselves. I remember talking to them.
Yes.
This is quite a number of years ago, and they were.
Yes.
And I thought, wow, you guys are getting in high school what I didn't get until I was in
Right.
college.
And Mr. Gutman did that.
Yes, he did. Mr. Gutman was terrific.
So
man.
hopefully we can kind of come to some kind of.
I would just check on copyright infringement if we could do that, or maybe we can consider renaming something else. Like the AVID program is the name of the program.
Right, but with.
Right. but-
Explore
but-
options.
But we'd
Yeah,
have to really
explore
make sure.
options
Yeah.
and
Maybe we look for a location.
because the one.
Okay, all right, moving on.
Okay, item G is again to support our teacher who is going to be giving the AP seminar for English. Item H is renewal of Schoolmint. Schoolmint helps to track coaching and feedback during classroom visits, supports team meetings. Pardon me?
We don't do school registration with Schoolmint?
No,
Infinite Campus.
that's
We use
it.
Infinite
I can't remember the name of that, but it's not.
registration.
It's not Schoolmint.
Yeah.
And then I are the SY 27 school improvement plans that are attached there for you to review and provide feedback and or questions. There are quite a few of them, so but that is there.
Just as stated as last year when we're doing these school improvement plans, ensuring that somewhere along the way, we're also getting parent input or community input, where possible student input, so that it's not just administration heavy or ILT heavy, so that we have buy-in from the whole community to move these things forward. And also looking at being as specific as we can be where possible, so that we are understanding the importance of the line items and where you're calculating, because eventually this is used for budgeting, right? So
Yes.
where we're pulling the funds from and why.
Thanks for the feedback.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay, thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Cesario.
Thank you.
It's in
And
conjunction.
before we adjourn, I just want to remind you all that we will be back here tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock for the budget workshop. And I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Riddle,
Second.
second by Ms. Fabian. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 8:09.